On TNA Xplosion, the two former TNA Knockout Tag Team Champions will go at it one-on-one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is TNA Knockouts action. Introducing first of all from Mexico City, Mexico, TNA Knockout, Sarita.
Here she comes, Sarita, making her way to the ring on TNA Xplosion. And Taz, this is the matchup we have been waiting for, a matchup of former TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, and Sarita, completely different disposition. Now, we've seen past several weeks, I kind of like this spicy, angry side of Sarita. She's still hot in my book.
Introducing her opponents from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, TNA Knockout, Taylor Wilde.
And you know, while I say I really liked the entrance the two of them had together, Taylor Wilde now coming down to the ring by herself. A lone wolf in this fight, if you will, as we have seen the last several weeks. This tension continue to build between Taylor Wilde and Sarita. And recently it came to a head. Taz, these two backstage battles, and certainly we've seen our share of dissension between these two in the ring as well.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on, what happened with the relationship. But wait, look at this, Sarita extending her hand, wants to shake her hand. It's kind of odd, huh?
After all of that, a fair fight, and certainly I think if that's what we're going to see, I'm all for it, but
I don't know, after we've seen, as we've been talking about, what's been documented with Sarita's attitude and the fisticuffs that's gone down between Taylor and Sarita, I don't know if I trust that handshake too much.
And Sarita celebrating just over 1 year now here in TNA Wrestling. The majority of that time teamed with Taylor Wilde. Very successful as a tag team, but certainly brings quite a reputation as a singles competitor,
yeah, absolutely,
going back many years.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, both these ladies were the first ever knockout tag team champions. And right now, Taylor Wilde's got a Juji Katami. That's an armbar. Some people call it a cross arm breaker. Those who don't know what they're talking about, I know what I'm talking about. The technical name is a Juji Katami.
Well, I'm sure you've applied and maybe even have been in that move once or twice.
Yes. More handshaking from Sarita. Okay. She respects. I guess Sarita's respecting what her former tag team partner and former friend is putting out here. We'll see.
And thinking back over these two, their legendary battles with the beautiful people in a feud that lasted several months here in TNA Wrestling. But now, after what appears as though to be a series of things that have happened between these two that has led to dissension, now we're seeing them compete one-on-one inside the ring here on Xplosion.
Yeah, a lot of different chain wrestling here, different maneuvers. Each lady trying to outmaneuver each other. Let's go behind and a waist lock. You see the key lock version of an armbar by Sarita turns into a... What, watch out! Oh, nice, flying mare. A little old school right there. You don't see many flying mares anymore.
One thing you can say about these two knockouts, one thing you can say about Taylor Wilde and Sarita, both, when it comes down to competing in the ring, are fantastic, and both are true competitors of this sport. True?
Well, yes, I agree. I guess Sarita is going to handshake Taylor to death here. All right, we get it.
Not so fast. Brings her right in now. And Taylor Wilde is certainly aware of what she's in for with this situation.
You think?
I think so. She's certainly been back and forth over the last several weeks. Knows not to trust her, but I think is probably a little trepidatious in this whole situation that Sarita is trying to
Well, you say trepidatious, I say cautious. Whatever it is, it's the same thing. Right, oh, that cradled up. Nice by Taylor Wilde. Beautiful maneuver into that cradle. Look at that gut wrench into a pin. See many ladies do a gut wrench into a bridge, right into a cover.
And a third pin attempt now from Taylor Wilde.
Crucifix.
Great back and forth action between these two very talented knockouts.
Yeah, I appreciate the chain wrestling, the different trying to outmaneuver each other. I'm digging it big time. Look at this. Oh!
Rolls her up, two, not enough. Back and forth. Pinfall attempts. Both very evenly matched. I think we're seeing that displayed between these two.
Well, hence why they were such a great team. Oh no, Sarita might get it. She might. Ooh.
And once again, who's going to get the pinfall in this TNA Knockouts matchup? Taylor Wilde, Sarita. Not enough. We're coming back with more in just a moment. We are back. This is TNA Xplosion. JB along with Taz bringing you TNA Knockouts action. It's Taylor Wilde. It is Sarita one-on-one. Former TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions going at it on this week's TNA Xplosion.
Oh, nice leapfrog there. Taylor Wilde. Oop, drilled in the back by Sarita. Hey, nothing wrong with that. You might think it's dirty. I think it's effective.
Well, up until this time, it has been a completely clean, fair fight. That's what Sarita's been asking for. But now that she has advantage, the advantage in this matchup, Taz taking full advantage of the situation.
Well, this is the point. Whoop, cover. Ooh. This is the point in the match. If you are Sarita, you see that opening. Look at that hook in her head, cross-facing her cheek, trying to get a pin. You see how tenacious Sarita is, trying to get the victory. But this is the point in the match. If you're Sarita, you saw the opening, and you got to go for the kill. It's like the shark that sees blood in the water. You got to go for it.
And both these ladies know that there's a lot at stake, certainly. With the TNA Knockouts champion Madison Rayne on top of the mountain right now. Both these ladies could be great TNA Knockouts world champions as well. Certainly Taylor Wilde has been there before.
Got to make their way up those ranks, and another cover by Sarita, but Taylor Wilde had the wherewithal to kick out. Several near falls forced by Sarita on Taylor.
Into the ropes goes Taylor Wilde. Ducks down. And it's met with a big clothesline by Taylor Wilde. The second. Drops Sarita and goes in now. Big body slam from the Toronto native.
All fired up. Taylor Wilde's all fired up. She got a lot of spunk, this Taylor. Oh!
What a right hand by Sarita.
It's a physical match between these former best friends. Splat goes Sarita, and here comes Taylor. What a missile drop kick. Good God, that was sweet.
Sent Sarita flying all the way across the ring. Now needs to take the advantage, has the upper hand, delivers a huge clothesline.
I think at any point, right around now, Taylor can go for a pin cover, and she might get the win. And I think Sarita realized that. That's why she's trying to get out of the ring. She don't even know where the hell she's at, I think. What she's doing there.
Looked as though Sarita tried to escape the situation. What a maneuver. Head scissors by Taylor Wilde on the fly.
But that tilt the world into a backbreaker.
Taylor Wilde feels victory not far off into the turnbuckle. And as these two knockouts continue to show what they have, coming up, yet to come in this TNA Xplosion broadcast, we have the Global Championship on the way. Oh, rolls her up, foot's on the ropes, and referee Jamie Tucker does not see it.
TNA Knockout, Sarita!
And after all of that, Taz, Sarita shows her true colors, puts her feet on the ropes to enable the victory. Referee Jamie Tucker doesn't see a thing.
Well, you know, Sarita was shaking hands, several times before the match, trying to make amends with Taylor Wilde. At the end of the day, you know what? She cheated to get the victory. Me, personally, I have no problem with that, but I'm not Taylor Wilde. Taylor looks pretty P.O.
Absolutely. To not be happy with the outcome after all of this between these two. Sarita gets the win.
Sarita's acting like she just won the World Series here.
Yet to come, we have the Global Championship match. Sarita gets the win this week between the TNA Knockouts on Xplosion. It's a Global Championship.